5 more deep breaths here. One more. We're going to center both knees toward the ceiling. Use your right hand to carry both knees down toward the right side. Come to a spinal twist. Gazing toward the left thumb. Come to a deeper twist. Bring your focus to your own breathing. And from here, we're going to lengthening out the top leg. Find the left leg. And use your right hand to grab onto the left big toe. So you're really lengthening out the left leg and all your arms. One more deep breath here. And slowly bring both knees back to center. Now carry both knees down with the left hand. Dropping both knees down. Come to the other side of the spinal twist. Still focus on your breathing. And from here, we're going to lengthening out the top leg, which mine is right, whichever is your top leg. Use that side of the hand, grab onto the big toe. Still gazing toward the opposite hand or thumb, or close your eyes. Finding the rhythm of your own breathing, the natural breathing pattern. Follow that rhythm. Allow that rhythm to calm you down. One more deep breath here. And slowly bend the top knee. Bring the knees back to center. And from here, we're going to just stack our hips. I'm dropping both sides of my knees to the right side and using my right hand to place on my top hip and gazing toward the opposite hand. Take one deep breath here in that twist. And from here, just circle the left arm that's on the floor. Just circle a nice 360-degree circle with the hand that's not on your hip. Three more circles. Feel the hand trying to reach all corners of this room. One more circle. And place the hand back down onto the floor. And from here, I'm going to open up the top knee toward the ceiling and bring it close back down. Open up the top knee and close it back down. I'm going to go for 5 counts. Lift it open and close. See how your hips move. 3, 2, and 1. So opening up the left leg, lengthening it out, and lift up the left hand, left foot toward the ceiling, and drop the left toes down onto the floor. Inhale, left leg toward the ceiling, exhale, left toes onto the floor. 5 more counts. Functional movements along with your breathing. 3 more. Lengthening each inhalation. Smooth out each exhalation. Last one. And drop your left toes down. And this time, going to circle the right arm. With the limited movement, let's see how your position affects how you move. 3 more circling on the opposite arm. One more. Place that right hand back up to that top hip. I'm going to lift up the left leg and drop it back down. Lift and drop it back down. I'm going to pause here. Pause and gentle pause. 1 inch up, 1 inch down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. We're going to center our knees. And let's drop both knees down toward the opposite side, opposite hand on the opposite hip, and gazing toward the opposite hand. Find your breath. I'm going to use the hand that's on the floor, make a big, nice circle. Bring mobility to your arm. Imagining you're reaching to all the corners of this room. Feel like your fingertips are reaching far. 3 more deep breaths here. A lot of your attention are still on your rhythm, the rhythm of your breathing. 1 more. And lower down the right hand. Going to open up the top knee as high as you can and close it back down. Use your hand as a support when you close back down. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, close back down. Going to go for 5 counts. Take it slow, no rush. Still following your breathing. 3 more. Try to lift up that top knee as high as you can. See how mobile your hips are. Last one. And close your legs back down, lengthening out the top leg. Inhale, right toes all the way toward the ceiling. And exhale, right toes dropping down to the floor. Inhale, up toward the ceiling. Exhale, back down. Go to 5 more counts. Follow your own pace. Synchronize your movements along with the rhythm of your natural breathing. 3 more. Last one. Right toes out to the floor. I'm going to pause the right toes up and down. Up inch, one down inch. Let's pause for 10. Take it slow. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that right toes down. Let's circle that left arm. It's much more smaller circle than the other arm. Let's more bring that mobility to both arms. 3 more of the small circles. Let's see how limited mobility we can do with different position we are in. 1 more circling. Beautiful. We're going to center our knees, hugging our knees toward the chest. Rock yourself left to right. Beautiful. Going to cross your legs and grab onto the opposite side of the feet, outer edge of the feet. Just squeeze your heels toward your sit bones. 1 more deep breath here. We'll try to rock ourselves up with our feet crossed. You might lose the cross, that's okay, but it's the intention. Massaging your spine. Using the core strength to rock yourself up. 2 more rockings here. Last one. Let's sit ourselves up. Relax our hands onto our knees. Take 2 deep breaths here. Work a lot on our hips today. And from here, we're going to come to our mermaid pose. So just swing that top knee behind. Come to your mermaid pose. Beautiful. Try to bring both knees on one line. So my knees are zigzagged. Beautiful. Gonna relax your hands just right beside your left knee and lower down your chest. Inhale, lifting up the chest. And exhale down. Inhale, lifting up and exhale down. Coming to have a sense of a wave. You're using your chest, your chin to make that wave. 3 more deep breaths here. No rush. Last one. And lifting up. Bring the hands onto your knees. Take a deep breath. Noticing if your both sit bones are on the floor or not. Most of us don't have the neutral hips, so our sit bones are not both on the mat. Intentionally bring that right hip down, which is my right. So whichever knee that's behind is that side of the hip that's higher. Take a deep breath here. Try to bring down both sit bones onto the floor. Your thoughts have energy. Intentionally bring down a little bit more. Now let's come to rock our sit bones. Bring your arm parallel to the mat. Inhale, leaning further. So my left knee is onto the left side and leaning to the other side. Feel the rocking of your sit bones. Leaning left to right, left to right. Focus is your breathing along with the rocking of the sit bones. One more here, lengthening away from your fingertips. Beautiful. Just relax here with your arms parallel to the mat. And close your eyes, noticing if both sit bones are both down onto the mat. That's how you train yourself to have neutral hips. And from here, if your eyes are closed, that's wonderful. If it's open, I'm just circling at your hands for 5, 4, 3, 2, one direction. Now let's circle the opposite direction for 5, 4, 3. Still, both sit bones are down. 2, intentionally. If both are not down, try to bring them down. Beautiful. Relax your hands onto your hips. So one more deep breath here. Try to bring that sit bone that's higher down a little bit more. Beautiful. Let's switch the knees. So both knees onto the opposite direction. Have hands frame the opposite knee. Inhale, lifting up and exhale all the way down. Try to make a wave with our spine. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lifting up and exhale all the way down. 3 more waves here. Have that lengthening sensation at your spine. Last one. And slowly lift up. Place both hands onto your knees. Noticing your sit bones. One sit bone is not down all the way. Bring some of your thoughts into that spot. Bring both sit bones down. Just one more deep breath here. Now let's opening up both arms and lean left to right, right to left. Rocking at your sit bones. One side the sit bone up, the other side the sit bone down onto the mat. Further you lean away, you feel more of that rocking of the sit bones. 3 more here. Last one. And centering yourself. Try to close your eyes to see if both sit bones are down onto the mat. Now let's circle our hands. One direction for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite direction for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax your hands onto your knees. Take a deep breath. Beautiful. We're going to stay in the same mermaid pose, but switch the direction of the knees. So both knees are pointing toward the opposite direction. Beautiful. We're going to place our hands just behind our neck. The sit bones. Left side of the elbow to the ground and all the way switch to the right. You can feel the rocking at the sit bones. One sit bone, a little bit up. The other sit bone, lift it while the other sit bone is down. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Centering yourself first. Gonna come to a twist. Twisting up at the rib cage. Take 2 more deep breaths here. So here is one sit bone down, the other side of sit bone is up. Beautiful. Gonna center yourself first and take a break here with your hands. Take a deep breath. Now we're gonna switch the knees direction. Just gently place the hands at the bottom part of your neck. Point the back elbow toward the back heel. A little bit further down. 2 more deep breaths here. I'm gonna come to rock our sit bones. 1 up, 1 down, while your elbows left to right. 5 more rocking. We're massaging our sit bones here. 2 more deep breaths. And slowly center yourself. Relax your hands onto your knees. Take a deep breath. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to bring both heels together. Have your legs in diamond shape. Going to thread the hands underneath and cup your hands out to the top of your feet. Bow your heart down. Forehead is down. Fully relax the top of your neck. Your cervical spine is so happy now. 2 more deep breaths here, finding your own space. That's where the consciousness and awareness becomes stronger. One more deep breath here. And slowly take out your hands, lifting up the chest. Let's come to our downward dog flow. So bring the knees down underneath of your hips. Spread your fingers apart. Come to our tabletop first. And I'm gonna tuck our toes under, lifting up. Downward facing. Take 2 deep breaths here. If this is your first downward facing dog for the day. Resetting your energy. Inhale, going to lift up the right leg. Gaze toward the thumbs and slowly drop the right foot down, all the way down between your hands. Inhale, arms lifted toward the ceiling, and exhale, gonna come to bring the hands heart center. Balancing yourself first. Finding if your hips are neutral. Sometimes because your left leg is behind, the left hip is back. So try to bring the left hip forward a little bit. So finding your hips are neutral. We're gonna come to a sequence. So we're gonna come to a twist. The opposite elbow to touch the opposite knee. Breathe here for 2 deep breaths. Finding that stability first. And inhale, lift back up. A deep breath here. And let's go back down. Stay down for 2 deep breaths in the twist. So opposite elbow to touch the opposite knee. Beautiful. One more deep breath here in the twist. Now inhale, lift back up. Stabilize first. And twist. Stay in the twist for 2 deep breaths. Now inhale, lift back up. Center yourself and neutral. And let's go back down. 2 deep breaths here. Still neutral hips. The left hip tends to go back. Bring it forward. Inhale, lift back up. 1 deep breath here. And let's go back down. 2 more deep breaths here. Now we got our momentum. Inhale, lift back up. And exhale, twist. Inhale, lift back up. And exhale, twist. 5 more counts. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Relax both hands down. Big step. Bring that right foot back. And slowly chaturanga down. Vinyasa through. Inhale upward. And exhale. Roll back to downward. Pay attention to how your right leg feels. The right side shouldn't feel the same as the left because of the work we have done. So 1 more deep breath here. Now let's work on the left side. Inhale, left leg lifted. And exhale, gaze toward the front of the mat. And drop your left foot down between your hands. Inhale, arms lifted. And exhale, hands heart center. Bring more weight to that left heel. So you're really securing your weight here. So try to lift up the right heel as high as you can. Bend the left knee. Beautiful. Let's come to the twist and stay in that twist for 2 deep breaths. Why do we need neutral hips? When your hips are imbalanced, it causes imbalance in the whole body. Where lots of time we're not aware of that imbalanced hips. Inhale, lifting back up. Neutralize your hips first. You can use your hand to adjust. Because our right leg is behind, so lots of time our right hip is back. So try to neutralize it. And let's come to the twist. Stay here for 1 more deep breath. Inhale, lifting back up. Take a deep breath here first. Stabilize. And slowly twist. 2 deep breaths. Inhale, back up. Take a deep breath here. No rush. We're going to rush later. And come to the twist. Stay here for 1 more deep breath. Going to do 1 more of the slow motion. So center yourself first and slowly come to the twist. When you come to the twist, you can feel more weight is on the left heel, which is the front heel. Inhale, back up. We're going to come to the speedy mode. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lifting back up. And exhale, twist. You might lose your balance. That's okay. Just like how life is. And exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twist. 3 more. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Our last one. Inhale. Exhale. Gaze toward the mat. Relax your hands. Big step. Bring that left foot back. Slowly try to run that down. Inhale, upward. And exhale, let's come to a child pose. Lean the hips onto your heels. Relax your elbows. Relax your forehead. Finding a different sensations at your sit bones. When we're sitting on the couch or at the desk a lot, we need some good blood circulation happening around the sit bones where the glutes are. So one more deep breath here. And from here, we're going to walk our hands all the way to the left side of the body. Walking of the hands, lengthening your side body. And slowly fall your forehead down. Relax your elbows down. Feel more of the left heel massaging into the left sit bone. One more deep breath here. Oh, let's walk all the way to the opposite side. Walking up the fingertips. All the way to the other side. Once you reach your maximum, relax your elbows down. Relax your forehead. With the imbalanced hips, you might not have that right heel touching the right sit bone. That's totally fine. Just paying attention to the differences. All in the small little details, your body trying to communicate with you. More attention you put at the present moment, more you are aware. And slowly, let's walk our hands to the center of the mat and lift back up. Come to a tabletop position. Gonna tuck our toes under and lift up the hips. Downward facing. Take 2 deep breaths here. Try to lift up the belly, lift up the hips. And slowly gonna bend the knees. Gonna either tippy toes forward or hop yourself forward. Inhale, hands halfway up. Enjoy that flat back. And exhale, gonna forward fold. Inhale, root to rise. Come to our sun salutation. And exhale, swan dive down. It's not a yoga class if there's no sun salutation. Inhale, hands halfway up. And exhale, forward fold. Second sun salutation. Inhale, root to rise. Let's do our back bending here. Hands together, back bending. And slowly swan dive down. Inhale, hands halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Third side salutation. Inhale, root to rise. Hands together. Back bend a little bit further down. Challenge yourself. And slowly swan dive down. Inhale, hands halfway up. And exhale, forward fold. Relax your hands onto the mat. Big step, bring that right foot back. Drop that right heel down. So both feet are grounded onto the mat. Inhale, arms lifted. Exhale, going to bend into the front knee. Beautiful. Now let's open up for warrior two. Wiggle that back feet, that back foot, back heel. So both heels are away from each other as far as you can. Try to center your body. See, and your torso is not exactly centered. So your left knee is collapsing in. Yeah, that's beautiful. One more deep breath here. I forgot your name. Sorry, I was trying to call your name. What's your name? Tahir. Your left knee needs to bend a little bit more, deeper into the bend. That's right. And both legs can be separated apart a little bit more. Beautiful. It's not quite comfortable in that position. So you can start again. So both legs are straight. Yeah. And point the left toes toward the front of the mat, toward me. Yeah. And bend into that left knee. That's right. And straighten it up. And bend into that left knee. Straighten it up. Bend the left knee. Beautiful. Now wiggle the right foot away. Relax your hips. That's right. Good job. Sorry about that, everyone. Let's come to peace warrior. Gazing toward your elbow or your left hand. Stay here for 2 more deep breaths. Feel the lengthening on the front side of your body. And from here, I'm going to come to a movement pose. Left hand lifted toward the ceiling and bend back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay here for 2 more deep breaths. Strengthening your upper body and lower body here. And slowly let's come back to that warrior 2. Beautiful. Forgot her name. Jennifer, is it? You can bend a little bit deeper into that front. Beautiful. Good job. That's a nice adjustment. Now I'm going to straighten out the front knee and bend into that left knee. Straighten it out and bend. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's straighten it out. Come to a triangle pose. Both legs are straight. Straight as you can. 1 more deep breath here in your triangle. Now I'm going to come to a movement sequence. Inhale, left hand toward the ceiling, right hand toward the opposite heel, and slowly switch. Left hand up and right hand up. And gaze toward, follow your fingertips. And let's go for 5 more count. Finding the lengthening on one side first and then the other side. 3 more. Really enjoying the lengthening of both sides of your body. 1 more. Beautiful. Let's come back to our warrior 2. Then windmill your hands down onto the floor. Big step, bring that left foot back. High plank, slowly chaturanga down. Inhale, upward. And exhale, roll to your downward. Take a deep breath or two, deep breath here, settling, rebalancing. Gonna bend the knees, gaze toward front of the mat, either hop forward or tippy toes forward. Inhale, hands halfway up, and exhale, forward fold. Relax the hands onto the mat. Let's step the left foot back. Left heel is down. Inhale, arms lifted. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Warrior 1. Let's open up for warrior 2. Front knee is bent. Back leg is straight. Beautiful. Jennifer, try to point your tailbone down. That's right. Good adjustment. Very good job. One more deep. Lauren, is it Lori? Lori. Try to lift both arms parallel. So your back arm, that's right. Good adjustment. Josie to back arm a little bit higher. Percy as well. Back arm a little bit higher. Beautiful. Let's come to our peace warrior. Try to lift up the right elbow as high as you can. That's good. Bend into that front knee a little bit more. One more deep breath here. Come to our movement sequence. Right arm lifted toward the ceiling. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. 5 more counts. Inhale. And exhale. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back to the warrior 2 here. Beautiful. From the straighten out the knee and straight and bend. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend a little bit deeper for the last one. Beautiful. Straighten it out. Come to our triangle pose. Feel the lengthening of the legs and the arms. Still try to tuck your tailbone in. Feel the hips and your back are on the same surface. One more deep breath here. Let's come to our movement sequence. Oops. Inhale, opposite arm lifted, and exhale the other side of the arm. Try to gaze toward the ceiling to follow the fingertips pointing toward the ceiling. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go back to the warrior 2, bending into the knee. Then windmill the arms down. Big step, bring that right foot back. High plank. Slowly tap around and down. Inhale upward. And exhale, roll back to your downward facing. Two rounds of deep breath here. Reconnecting with your inner strength. And from here, I'm going to drop the knees down. I'm going to come to your elbows. You can have the thumbs pointing together, palms facing together, or palms facing down. Both are going to reach the same goal. We're going to tuck our toes under and lifting up the hips. And slowly walk your feet toward your elbows. And slowly walk your feet back to downward facing position. And then walk your feet toward your elbows. It's a bit challenging when you walk your feet into your elbows. And just try to have your hips lifted a bit higher when you walk your feet in. We're going to do 3 more rounds of walking of the tippy toes forward as much as you can. So 1 more. And slowly drop your knees down and rest yourself in a child pose. Grab some water if you need to. Finding your breath flow, articulating the energy throughout your body. And slowly let's come back to our elbows. And from here, going to straighten out the elbows first and walk the feet back to high plank. I'm gonna drop the left elbow down. So gonna come to left elbow and outer edge of the left foot. Reaching the right arm up. I'm gonna pause our hips here. Doesn't matter how high you go with your hips, but try to pause your hips for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch the elbows. So my other elbow and right foot on the edge, pausing at the hips. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring yourself back onto the elbows. Dolphin plank here. You can interlace your hands. Try to keep your hips low. Tuck your belly in. For 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees down. Bring yourself back to child pose. One more deep breath here. Finding the connection with that true self. And slowly gonna come back to our elbows. I'm going to come to have the knees down and come to a sphinx. Really relaxing your shoulders here in the sphinx pose. Imagining yourself like that Egyptian statue. Hear the sound of your own breathing. Becoming more aware of how you breathe. The rhythm of your own breathing becomes louder than ever. Beautiful. Going to relax our chest down. Bend the knees bending out, heels pointing in, toes pointing in, elbows in 90 degrees, cactus elbows. And take a deep breath here first. I'm going to lifting up the elbows first and squeeze into our shoulder blades for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything stay the same. I'm going to protract, so let's pointing the hand out and bring it back in. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, relax your neck. That's right. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax your elbows down first. And from here, I'm going to lift up the knees. Maybe just 1 inch up That's good enough. Hips up, knees up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a deep breath here. Elbows lifted. Let's point the hands left to right for 10, 9, 8. You're squeezing into the oblique. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Centering yourself. Relax your feet back down. Straighten out your legs. Stack your hands, resting your forehead. Enjoy the sound of silence. Finding yourself being still. And relax your hands underneath of the shoulders and lifting up the hips. Bring the heels to touch the sit bones. Take one deep breath here. I'm going to reverse ourselves. So bring yourself to lie down on the mat. We're going to end our class with bridge flow. So lie down on the mat, knees pointing toward the ceiling. And lift up the hips and interlace the hands underneath of the hips. Try to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hands underneath the hips, knees pointing together. Going to walk your toes toward your hips. You're lifting up the heels. And from here, we're going to pause our hips up and down. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, squeeze into your buttocks for 2, and 1. Drop the heels down so you're walking your feet a little bit away from the hips. Heels down. And from here, we're going to pause our hips in very gentle pause for 10. Very gentle. For 9, 8. So squeezing and loosen. Squeezing and let go. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let go of the interlace of your hands, hugging your knees into your chest. Rock yourself back to right. Centering your knees. So let go of the left leg. Interlace both hands on top of the right shin bone or right knee. So make circles with that right knee. Doesn't matter which direction. And let's circle the opposite direction. I'm going to only use the right hand. I'm going to use the right hand to open up the right knee toward the side. And left hand to pressing out to the left inner bone or your left hip flexor. One more deep breath here. Beautiful. Bring both knees back in together. Hugging the knees into your chest. And let go of the right leg. Interlace both hands onto the left shin bone or left knee. Make circles. Let's circle the opposite direction. We're going to open up the left knee all the way down if it's possible. It's okay if the left knee is not all the way down. And use your right hand to push down that right hip flexor. Lots of resistance here because your left knee tried to lift up. One more deep breath here. Beautiful. Let's bring both knees back in. Rock yourself left to right. We'll come to a happy baby pose. Bend the knees, elbows touching the knees. Try to relax your sit bone. Relax your tailbone. Relax your neck muscles. One more deep breath here. We're going to use our peace finger to grab onto the big toes and lifting up our chest and going to straighten our legs, V shape with our arms, our legs here. And just breathe. One more deep breath here, being still in any chaotic situation. Keep your cool. And relax your chest down, bring the knees back together. Rock yourself left. Come to our Shavasana. Relax your feet apart. Relax your hands away from your torso. Relax the back of your neck. Imagining there's a chestnut between your chin and the chest. Give yourself permission to let go. Letting go of any worries. Letting go of any confusions.